Good morning, everyone. It's Monday, October 21st. I'm Gene, and you're hanging with Uncle. I hope you have your get up and go. So, I know we talked about polling last week, but I want to go a little farther into it just to kind of explain why I think polls don't really capture the accuracy of what's going on in the country, at least regarding to the election. And I'll say that because I'm looking back at 2016 when Hillary ran, and if you looked at the polls, she was supposed to win going away. Well, we know what happened. But let's talk about at least what I think was the problem and the same issue that is going on now. So, in the 2016 primary on the Democrat side, Hillary and Bernie ran. At the end, both candidates had secured enough delegates to win the nomination. So why did Hillary win? Because it came down to superdelegates. And superdelegates are party leaders who are not bound by what the state says. So say, for example, I'm a delegate here in Arizona, not a super delegate, just a delegate, and I don't like the way the election went down. I wanted my candidate to win, so I cast my delegate vote for the losing candidate. Well, that's not how it works. The delegates 100% go to the candidate that won the state. So they both had enough delegates going into the convention in 2016 to win the primary. But Democrats pulled a fast one. They just totally dissed Senator Sanders, included none of his policies in the platform that are extremely popular with the American people. And Hillary was just like, I won, you lost, too bad for you, go home. And that was the deciding tactic that Democrats used to seal the victory for Cadet Bone Spurs. For example, we know that the three swing states that he won to take the election away from Hillary were Wisconsin, Michigan, and Pennsylvania. Right? So Bernie won Wisconsin and Michigan. It was close in Pennsylvania, but Hillary won. And then you had, and I'm just going to kind of synopsis this because we don't really have a lot of time, but to top it all off, after the super delegates who don't have to go by the state victors' results can pick their own. So now I'm a super delegate here in Arizona, and Hillary wins. I can go to the convention and cast my vote for Bernie because I'm a super delegate. I'm not bound by the state election. So when that happened, and then you had Sarah Silverman get up on the stage and say, get over it, we need to move on, that pissed a lot of people off. And you can't win by pissing people off. And, that was the difference. In those three states combined, Hillary lost by 77,000 votes. Now, had they said, okay, Bernie, look, we know you want universal health care. We're going to adopt that policy in our program, right? Now you have people that are like, okay, well, Bernie didn't win, but they're going to adopt this platform. That's what I really like. Now I'm going to be excited to go vote for it because we're going to do this together, right? But that didn't happen. Bernie was excluded and treated like he had leprosy. And you had voters in those three states really pissed off at the Democrats, not Hillary, but at Democrats. And they either stayed home or voted for Trump. And that's what the polls didn't show. They didn't show that apathy that was caused by the Democrats thinking that this is what we want, do what we say, just get in line and follow, shut up. That's that herd mentality, that sheep mentality way of thinking that a a lot of independent minds just don't associate with, and it pissed everybody off. So now in this election cycle, you have Cadet Bone Spurs running again, but the situation's kind of reversed. So you had Nikki Haley running, getting about, averaging close to 20% of the vote in all of her states. She even won a couple of primaries, but and these are people that saw what Cadet Bone Spurs did in his first 4 years, adding $8 trillion to the debt, blowing COVID off, cozying up to communist leaders like Vladimir Putin and Kim Jong-un and Xi Jinping. They saw that and they're like, no, we don't want to live in a fascist company. I'm not voting for this guy. I don't want to go down that road. Well, now he lost, or she lost. And although she showed that she has no spine, no morals, no backbone to stand up to what's right, she's capitulated and thrown her support behind Cadet Bone Spurs. But that doesn't mean her voters will. Because everything she said on the campaign trail during the primaries was true. And those 20% of people, in 15 days, that's when the election is, are either going to say, well, if Nikki says it, we'll vote for him. Or they'll say, I'm going to vote Republican up and down the ballot, but I'm just going to leave this spot on the ticket blank. Or they'll cast their vote for Kamala Harris. Those are the voters that are going to make the decision. Those are the voters that the polls are not capturing, and it's not even a consideration. I don't hear any credible journalism anywhere talking to those Nikki Haley voters and how they will vote, or if they've already voted, how they voted. But I think that's a substantial number of people that you can't lose their votes and expect to win. Hillary didn't learn that lesson, and I don't think Cadet Bone Spurs will learn that lesson either. Anyway, that's what I'd like to say. I don't really care about the polls. I'm going to wait and see what happens on Tuesday, November 5th. That's the only poll I'm really concerned about, and I think it'll reflect that Nikki Haley voter that the polls aren't reflecting. And then you're going to hear all the pundits again on November 6th going, oh my God, what happened? Blah, blah, blah. Because you're not paying attention. Your finger's not on the pulse. You're too high in your ivory tower to see what's going on down here with the little people. Which is why I started the show, because this is the voice of the people that are unheard, uncared for, and you cannot treat people that way and expect to win unless you have that herd mentality and you're just going to go with what your team says, whether if it's wrong or not. But again, please leave your thoughts in the comments section below. I'm Gene. Please hit that subscribe button if you like this kind of information, and also hit that like button. Let the rest of the world know we exist out there, and hit that notification bell so you never miss when we go live and put new content out there. So have a great day. Remember, please treat each other the way you want to be treated, and be kind to one another. So that's simple. So